Oh,
There we go.
All righty. See, I'd like to call the meeting to order at 6:04 p.m. And we'll start with the flag salute.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's see, speakers wishing to address the board. Doesn't look like there are any speakers today. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we'll go straight to agenda item number 3 then. Resolution of the Belmont-Redwood Shore School District in support of the renewal of the license between San Francisco Public Utilities Commission and San Mateo County Community College District for continued operation of the Crystal Springs cross-country course.
Yes. Last meeting, we talked about the opportunity to support a recommendation that allows for local control of the Crystal Springs cross-country course. We have several students that participate in track, cross-country and track opportunities that utilize that. It's a great partnership with Crystal Springs that the city and county have. So this resolution is to support the renewal of the license between SFPUC and San Mateo Community Colleges. Recommend approval.
Does anyone have any feedback on the resolution? Looks good. All right. Okay, yeah. So we need to make a motion, right, if we want to approve it?
Yes.
I'll move that the board approve the resolution as presented.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
So the vote is unanimous. I do know that there are BRSSD students that use that course. Is that correct, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place.
Right. And so now our primary agenda item for tonight is the annual reorganization of the board.
Yes, our annual reorganization. So we do have a tradition of rotating the officers. It's recommended tonight that the Board of Trustees elect Sam Leinbach as president, Dr. Jim Howard as vice president, and Rahila Posse as clerk, with the new officers taking office immediately. For this, there's several motions. We'll need to take each one individually, president, then vice president and clerk. If you scroll down into the background, you'll see those recommended nominations.
Someone want to start the nominations?
No, well, I nominate Sam Leinbach for president.
Second.
And then are we doing,
I think we should do each one. Let's do each one roll call vote.
all right. We have a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Posse,
Aye.
trustee Leinbach,
Aye.
trustee Howard,
Aye.
trustee Bofali,
Aye.
trustee Fu.
Aye.
Unanimous?
I nominate Dr. Jim Howard for vice president of the Belmont-Redwood Shore School District Board.
Second.
All right. Ms. Ollinger, can we have a roll call vote?
Trustee Bofali,
Aye.
trustee Howard,
Aye.
trustee Posse,
Aye.
trustee Leinbach,
Aye.
trustee Fu.
Aye.
Unanimous?
I nominate Rahila Posse for clerk of the board.
Second.
Going quicker than she can write.
Sorry, Kirsten.
Trustee Posse,
Aye.
trustee Leinbach,
Aye.
trustee Ku,
Aye.
trustee Howard.
Aye.
Trustee Bofali.
Aye.
Unanimous?
Super. I'll just take a moment before we move on. First, congratulations to President Leinbach. Vice President Howard, and Clerk Posse. Thank you guys for your service. And in thanking folks, I want to thank and recognize Amy, past President Hu, for her work and dedication to her role as board president. It takes a lot, as you guys know, to be board president. I appreciate that she stepped up not only locally, but also across the state through her work with AAPI, her board role with CSBA. She's taken that responsibility personally and to heart. And I really appreciate your advocacy on behalf of not only BRSSD students, but students across our state. That's a huge responsibility and one that you've performed in an outstanding way. So thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
And if I may add, this past year may have been the most difficult year for school boards in the history of school boards. And to preside in a very difficult time with some very heated discussions, I commend you on your calmness and reasonable discussion and leading this team to survive and prevail through this pandemic. Thank you for all your work.
Appreciate
Yeah, I can't think of more difficult circumstances. We had a series of really hard things that happened, and the series of presidents that we've enjoyed on this board and their leadership have been pretty amazing. Rahila had an amazing unexpected challenge. And to deal with the emergence of COVID and the complete shutdown of schools. And then Amy was right in the middle of all that, with the disappointment of not going back into school, the establishment of a true virtual learning environment, and then trying to slowly come out of that virtual learning environment in the spring, and then reopening of schools in the fall. The amount of stress involved with that was tremendous, and I thought he did it with just grace and wisdom. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's been quite a year. But I do also want to recognize that I started off the year of presidency in good hands, because, you know, we were working closely with Trustee Bopale the year before, because that was the shocker of the year. And then I was just taking it over and trying to get out from it. But I think we as a leadership team also did a great job in selecting the new leadership team from an administrative standpoint, because that was a big activity that was happening in the midst of the COVID madness, right? And we found a great administrative team, and the transition was really smooth. So really appreciate that it all came together. And we just have a solid team, and I'm really appreciative of that, because I don't think we could have accomplished this much without being a very cohesive team. And, you know, I see other school districts across the state and all the issues that they've been having, both with the community and oftentimes amongst themselves, or even disagreements between the school board and the administration. I mean, we have it good here, both from our community being very respectful and civil throughout the craziness, and our interactions together as a team. So it's been a pleasure to serve for the past year. Very happy to hand it off to Trustee Weinbach. We'll be in good hands. He's been very engaged and active as a vice president, because we always do the planning together. So you'll get a chance to now participate in the planning sessions. We review the previous board meeting and then set the agenda for the next one. And welcome to the table. It'll be a new learning experience for Trustee Howard.
I just want to also congratulate Amy on a really successful presidential term. You kept, everything calm, as Sam said, and yes, luckily we didn't have the kind of disruptions that other school boards have had. So thank you for your leadership. I also want to just note Amy's passionate advocacy on the ethnic studies issue. And that's actually an issue that frankly, I didn't know much about. I'm not sure how much other trustees knew about. And she has advocated at the local, regional, and state level on that issue. So thank you for that. And want to congratulate Jim and Sam on your new roles. I'm confident that the district's leadership is going to be in really good hands and really looking forward to a smooth, hopefully uneventful.
Let's hope.
So.
I'll just add a few words. Congratulations to Jim and Sam, and thank you so much to Amy. Sorry, I'm getting informal now. President Koo, or outgoing President Koo, you've just, like everyone said, you've done a phenomenal job at continuing the leadership through this really challenging time. But like Serena said, you've also led some leadership on moving forward and new things, whether it was the incoming administration and supporting them, the API ethnic studies and API issues, and also some of the equity work you introduced to us from your experiences at San Mateo County and CSBA at the state level. You brought some of that work to our district. And so we're very thankful for all of the experiences and your commitments at broader levels that you bring back those experiences to our district and help us all move forward. And Jim and incoming President Hogg and Vice President Howard, I look forward to seeing all the things that you guys did, the fresh energy you're going to bring, and all the things you're going to do to lead us forward. And like Trustee Bopali said, best wishes for a very unsurprising year where you can advance agendas and move us all forward.
So in recognition of your presidency, we have a little memento for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah, so the BRSSD logo. I remember the whole journey to create the BRSSD logo.
Yeah,
Fruit of your efforts.
Yeah. Right, great. I guess at this point, do we do the ceremonial switching of seats? 'Cause we have to do that.
Or the handover of the gavel.
Hand over the
Handing over the gavel
gavel.
like this. So good ceremonial switch.
You're comfy.
Yeah, I'm comfy too.
Okay.
All right.
You got your ceremonial switch.
And then we can switch.
That's.
You just want to switch and then we'll read. And I'll just say two quick words for our incoming president. I know Sam joins us ready to continue leading us with his master's in governance with CSBA, his preparation at the CSBA conference and the president's workshop shows that you really take the role seriously. So like you all do, but thank you very much and look forward to continuing the great work, Sam.
It's my honor to take this role, and I appreciate the trust of all the governance team here and your friendship as well. I've really enjoyed working with this team. And of course, as everyone knows, I have no more power than anyone else on this board or in this governance team. I'm just facilitating the meetings, may act as a spokesperson, but we're all equal here in our discussion and appreciate all the good discussions and discourse that we do have during the meetings. I hope to do my best to serve in this role. It's the best for the district possible. All right. And on to item number 5. I now hereby adjourn the board at 6:19 p.m.
Right?
Right.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Yeah,
All right.
happy holidays. Yeah.